This is a cheap and easy deck build that probably shouldn't cost that much. It's obviously Exodia, as you can see. So in this build, you're gonna play the 5 pieces of Exodia. Otherwise, it would not be an Exodia deck, obviously. But those are not the biggest part. The important part about the Exodia pieces are 4 of them are normal monsters. And in a lot of Exodia decks, you would normal summon one and then destroy it to draw 2. But in this, you don't, because you cannot get them back from the graveyard. This is a fun Exodia deck. I'll show you how you use it. So, you play the 5, and they're just there, so you can get the Exodia effect. But the reason you can get Exodia easily is this card, Heart of the Underdog. So what it does is, if you draw a normal monster, you can reveal it to your opponent and draw again. So almost all of the deck are normal monsters. So if you open, if in your starting hand, if you get Heart of the Underdog, you win. Because let's say you just drop down a Heart of the Underdog and then you draw this. Then this normal monster, you can reveal it and draw again. And you draw until you get all 5 Exodia pieces. And the only cards that are not normal monsters in this deck are the Heart of the Underdogs, the Head of Exodia, some cards that let you shuffle your hand back into your deck to try and get other cards, and this card, Slifer the Sky Dragon. He's in here because he can, for every card in your hand, he gains 1,000 in attack and defense. So, and if it comes down to it and you don't have Exodia, in a turn you can get about 30 cards in your hand. So he'll be pretty strong. You can just attack for game over anything. So he's another thing that if you Heart of the Underdog and you draw him, you'll have to stop. So here's another thing. If you play 2 Heart of the Underdogs, and let's say you draw a normal monster. Normal pendulum monsters still count as normal monsters, so you could play a Metal Foes Exodia deck, but Ignites help shuffle the deck, cycle the deck easier so you can get Exodia. So let's say you draw 1 while you have 2 Heart of the Underdogs, then you reveal it twice, and you draw 2 more cards. The first one doesn't matter, but the second one, you have to, if you reveal that one, and then you draw 2 more. If the second card that you draw is a spell card, then you have to stop the Heart of the Underdog chain. That's why they're so good. The first card you draw doesn't matter. So, the Ignites I play in this because if you have 2 of them in your pendulum zones, you can destroy them both to add another Ignite card to your hand. So, let's say you open with 1 Heart of the Underdog and 4 Ignites. That means, so here, I'll get the hand right here. That and these 4 Ignites. So you destroy these 4 Ignites, and you add 2 more. Let's say you add these. So then these have a scale of 2 and 7. So you put them in the scales, activate Heart of the Underdog, and then you'll put 4 monsters. You pendulum summon 4 monsters. I don't think your opponent can get through that wall in 1 turn. So next turn, Heart of the Underdog, you draw Exodia, and you win. Now, it's not that simple nowadays. If it was, then everyone would be playing this deck. That's why you play these. So, normally, you're not going to draw Heart of the Underdog, because there's only a 1 in, I don't even know, probably a million chance or whatever that you're going to draw in your opening hand. That's why these are so good. Reload is just shuffles your hand back into your deck and you draw more cards. That's pretty simple. Ignite Reload, well, I'm playing Ignite, so it's pretty good. Shuffles only pendulum monsters from your hand into your deck. So if you have any Exodia pieces in your hand, it does not shuffle them back into your deck. It only shuffles the Ignites. And you get to draw monsters equal to you get to draw cards equal to the ones that you shuffled, plus 1. But if you activate that, then it negates Heart of the Underdog for the rest of the turn. And since it's a quick play card, you can use it during your draw phase when you activate Heart of the Underdog. So if you draw a reload while you're doing the Heart of the Underdog thing, you can activate it and then put your hand back in your deck, and then you shuffle the cards equal. You draw the cards equal to the ones that you shuffled, and then if you draw a normal monster in those, you can keep going with Heart of the Underdog. So that is pretty much the deck. The Ignites are there to stall, and they're normal monsters. That's pretty much it. Let's see. Yeah, these are also Pendulum monsters in here. Like I said, it's pretty budget. So anyone can make this deck, and you can go and you can win with this. So these are just the normal monsters. They all have effects that can help the deck. And you also can play an extra deck if you want. Just some stuff I had laying around that really helps. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll put a deck build on sometime later, and I'll show it in action in another video. So, please subscribe, and I'll see you later.